Hi everybody. Last class we studied about input function. Input function is used to accept input from the user. And one more function we studied, int function, int, which is used to convert a string value into integer. Input is used to accept input from the user and int is used to convert a string value into integer. Whatever you are accepting through the input function will be in the form of a string, which can be converted into an integer value by using the function int. So these are the two things we studied in the last class. And we done one small program in Python. And I told you we will discuss the remaining program in the next class. So these are the remaining programs I just included in that presentation. See that the first question, just read the first question. This is the first question. Write a Python program to input a number and find its double. You have to write a program in Python to input a number. To input a number means here you have to input a number means you have to accept a number. You have to accept a number using the input function and you have to find its double. Whatever you accepted, its double you have to find out. So I will do that program here. Python is already open. So the question is you have to input a number. Input a number means so you have to accept a number. By using the input function, I can accept a number. So I am going to give, we already studied the syntax of input function. A is a variable where you are storing the value which you accepted from the user. Input, I am going to give the message, enter a number, enter a number. And here you are entering a number. And you have to double that number. Whatever the entered number, you have to double it. Double it means you have to multiply it with it. So you have to do an arithmetic calculation. So whatever you are accepting through the input function, which already studied that, whatever you are accepting through the input function will be in the form of a string. String cannot be doubled at all. We cannot find the double of a string. You have to find out the double of a number. Double of a number means even though if you are giving this a number, you are giving a number as the input, but the content of A will be in the form of a string, which cannot be doubled at all. So you have to convert that in a string into integer by using the function int. Int, and you open the bracket here and that bracket is closed here. Inside the bracket you are mentioning the input function. So actually what is happening? So this input function will accept the number and which will be placed inside this bracket. That number is in the form of a string. That string is converted into integer. Integer means whole number and which is stored inside the variable A. Did you understood? So input function will accept a number from the user. Now whatever you are accepted is in the form of a string, which will be converted into integer by using the int function. And the converted value will be stored inside the variable A. And our question is, you have to find out the double of that given number. Double means you have to multiply with the same number. So I am going to find out the double. See that I have to store that result into a variable. I have to store that result in a variable. So I am going to use another variable B. Variable can be a single alphabet or can be a sequence of characters, sequence of alphabets. Variable can be a sequence of alphabets, digits or underscore. So I am going to say B equal to double means multiply, A into A. A into A means A square. That will be the double. So you find out the double of the given number. And now the result is stored inside the variable b. I think all of you understood this much. Now you got the result. The result is there in the variable b. Now the next step, we have to display that on the screen. So to display on the screen, you have to use the print function, print. And you have to say, give a message also. Without the message also, you can display the value. See, I am not giving any message over there. I am just using print b and run the program. So I am going to run this program. It is sample. Already 6 is there. I am going to give sample 7. See, it is accepting a number. I am going to give the number as 6. And when I press the enter key, I got the answer 36 there. 6 into 6, I got the answer 36. Now, instead of displaying the answer this way, I can write here. I am going to give a message. See that I am going to give a message in double quote. Double of the given number. Given number is, double of the given number is, there is a message. Message you enclose inside the double quote. After that, you have to put a comma. Then specify the variable. Now you run this program, how the output is coming now. When I give the number, enter a number, I am going to give the number as 9. Press the enter key. Now you got the answer, double of the given number is 81. See that you can display the output in any way you can display the output. Depends upon the user's need, you can display the output. See that I can display the output in this way also. Instead of that one, I am going to say double of the number, this means in double quote, comma, double of the number A means the given number. So in this place, here in this place, that given number will be displayed. So I just want to give a space also. So I am going to give a space. Double of the number A. A means which is what you inputted will be displayed over there. Now after that comma, is must be in double quote. Double of the number A is B. Now see how the output is coming. Now when you run this program, I am going to give the number as 4. Say double of the number 4 is 16. So this is the way you can do that program. So try out this program in Python, and different way you try out the output. Different way you try to display the output. Now one more time I'll explain. Here using this input function, you accept the number, and which then converted into an integer value, or will be converted into a whole number. That converted value is stored in the variable b. We have to find out the double. So that means you have to multiply with the same number. So a into a. The calculated value is stored inside the variable b. And we are displaying that variable here. Instead of doing this way, instead of writing this way, I can write this way also. So instead of storing inside a variable, here, what you can write, can you say? What you can write it over there? Yes, you can write a into a. A into a is same as, whatever you done is a into a is stored in the variable b. Instead of that, you are just writing that there itself. There also you will get the same answer. So try out this program and copy down into your notebook. Now we can see which is the next question. Next question in that presentation is, see, this is the next question. Write a program to find the sum of two numbers. Write a program to find the sum of two numbers. I want to find out the sum of two numbers. Now, can you say what is the input of this program? We have to find out the sum of two numbers. What is the input of that program? That is the first thing you have to identify when you do a program. Program to find the sum of two numbers. What should be calculated? Sum. Sum should be calculated. To calculate the sum, you need two numbers. Is it right? So we need to find out the sum of two numbers. So you have to calculate sum. So to calculate the sum, you need two numbers. In this program, you need two numbers. These two numbers will be the input of the program. Is it right? So these two numbers will be the input of the program. This is the way you think and find out the input of that program. So we need two numbers. I am going to input these two numbers by using the input function. See, I am going to write A equal to input, enter first number, enter first number. So this is the message that will be displayed over there. Now you are entering a number. I want to find out the sum. We want to add these two numbers. So to add these two numbers means you need a number itself, or you need a integer value itself. So whatever you are getting is a string that you have to convert into integer. So I am going to use int. Don't forget about this bracket. And don't forget about the bracket should be closed on the right side. So A equal to int input, enter the first number. I am going to give B equal to, again second number I am going to input. Same procedure, int input, enter the second number. Second number. Enter the second number. Two brackets should be closed there, so that both the brackets is closed. Enter the second number. So first number is there in the variable A and second number is there in the variable B. Now we want to find out the sum. Simple method. How will you find out the sum? A plus B. But when after the calculation, result must be stored inside a variable, or you have to do the calculation in the print statement itself. Either you have to store the result inside a variable, or the calculation must be performed inside the print statement itself. So I am going to say C equal to A plus B. Now you added both the numbers and the result is stored inside the variable C. I am going to say print sum of, see, I just given that message, sum of, I just want to display A and B. So sum of A, comma, and B is, see the message I am forming there, sum of, in the place of A, the A value will be displayed, and will be displayed as it is because it's there in the double quotes. And B is another variable which contains the second number. So in that B place, the second number will be displayed. Is, then comma, C. Check it all the places correct. Did you use the comma properly or not? Check it all the places comma is there or not. See that after the first double quote, the comma is there. Now this is the variable name. After that there is a comma. Second double quote, comma is there. This is another variable. After that you must use a comma. Now you run this program. You can run this program. See, it is, I am going to give sample 8. See that, enter the first number. First number is 5. Enter the second number. Second number is 10. Now press the enter key. Sum of 5 and 10 is 15. So that is all about that program. See that program? Simple one. Now what you want to do is, this is sum of the first two numbers. Next you have to try out by yourself to find out how to find out the sum of three numbers. Same way you input three numbers. Add these three values, store inside the variable, display it. Same procedure you find out the sum of four numbers or product of four numbers. So like the different combination you have to try out in your system. Now we can see what is the next question in your presentation. The next question in this presentation is this one. Write a program to input 5 subjects mark and find the total and average mark. Input 5 subjects marks. Here, how many inputs are there? 5 inputs are there. 5 subjects mark you have to input. 5 subjects mark you have to input. After that, you have to find out the total mark and you have to find out the average. So I am going to do the program. So program is written in this way here. I am going to use another method in the Python. So you try out both the method in your system. One method is written in the presentation. I am going to use another method. Try out that method. Both the method you try out in the system. Now I am going to say, I am going to open the Python. New file I am going to start. I want to input 5 subjects mark. I want to input 5 subjects mark. Now, in the previous class, I told about the comment statement. Comment statements mean they are the non-executable statement. They are the non-executable statement. So, I am going to say sum of 5 subjects mark. Sum of 5 subjects mark. Sum of 5 subjects mark. See, when I write sum of 5 subjects mark, after that, just keep it as it is. I am going to input 5 subjects mark. I am going to input 5 subjects mark. So, I am going to say the first subject mark I am going to input inside the variable English. So, int input, enter the mark of English. Enter the mark of English. See then, this is the first subject mark I just accepted here. Next, I am going to input the second subject mark. Second subject mark I am going to input as max mark. So, I will give max. You can give any variable name, not compulsory to use the same variable name. I use another variable in the presentation. Here I am going to use this variable. So, enter the mark of max. Enter the mark of max. Next, I am going to say science mark. So, I am going to give the variable science equal to, again, enter the mark of science. Here, variable name is science. Next, I am going to say enter the mark of social. 5 subjects mark you have to input. So, here it is social. Social I am going to store inside the variable S. Next, I am going to input next subject mark. Which is the next subject for you? Yes, I will say it is computer. I am going to store that inside the variable COM. See that? Now 5 subjects marks you accepted and stored in different variables. We want to find out the total. I am going to find out the total as T equal to. So marks are stored in different variable. Take that variable, add these values. So I can write English plus max. So here max, M is capital letter. Here in max, M is capital letter. So that is why I use this capital letter over here. If you are using small letter, it will show the error message. Now next, science plus S plus computer. So 5 subjects marks you added and stored inside the variable T. Now you got the total mark. Now you can print that total mark. I am going to use the print statement. Print total mark is. Total mark is, how much is the total mark? In which variable is stored the total mark? It is stored in the variable T. Now we want to find out the average. You can find out the average as, how will you find out the average? Total mark divided by total number of subjects. I am just dividing it with 5. Total mark divided by 5. So, I am going to calculate, instead of calculating separately, I am using inside the print statement, I am going to display the value, average mark is. See the different ways. Same program, you can do it in different ways. Lot of different ways you can do the same program. Here I am going to find out the average. So, T divided by 5. It is comma. T divided by 5. T is the total mark. divided by 5, you will get the average mark. Now just run the program. You can see the output over there. You just input 5 subjects mark. You will get the total and its average also you will get it. Now when I run this program, see then I am going to run this program. It is sample 9. It is showing the error message. Can you say what is the error message? The cursor is pointing here. This particular location there is an error is there. So here sum of 5 subjects mark. Sum of 5 subject mark, that is not a statements in Python. That is not a statement in Python. So that is why it is showing an error message. We cannot write a statement in this way in your Python script. Either you have to mention this as a comment statement. I am going to mention this as a comment statement. We studied that how to use the comment statement in your Python. We can mention comment statement in Python. How will you use the comment statement in Python? I can use the comment statement in this way. When I run this program, see, do you have any error is there or not? There is no error. So when you place a hash sign there, that will be a comment statement. So that statement will not be executed. That part of the statement will not be executed at all. Now see, enter the first subject mark. I am going to the first subject mark is this one, second subject mark is this much, and next is this one, and the next one is computer is 100. And see, the total mark is this much and the average mark is this much. This is the way you can do that program. I just use another method. Another method means only the variable name is changing, remaining everything is same. So you try out this method and the other method also. Both the method you can try out. And you try out some other method. You can change the variable name. And total mark. You can calculate the total mark here in the print statement itself. Try out this combination in your system. Okay. So these are the questions. I think it's only this much of questions are there in that presentation. So try out, see that I just mentioned the total and average in a single line, a single print statement. It is possible. Try out this method also. So that is all about simple programs using input function. Now the remaining you can study in next class. Thank you, children.